Good morning, beautiful souls. Happy Wednesday and welcome back to my channel. I am here again with Psychic D to offer us our Mass Conscious Collective guidance for the week ahead. I do hope that you've all been well, that you've been taking care of yourself, enjoying the lovely energy that is at the moment. So I feel like we're on the precipice of something significant coming in. What it's going to be for you as an individual is going to be totally different. Please just remember that you are the creator of your own reality. So everything that you think, everything that you vibrate, everything that you're in emotional alignment is what's going to come in. So my job each week is to jump on here and hopefully raise your vibration enough to become a little bit more self-worthy, a little bit more intentional, and a little bit more excited and optimistic and hopeful for what lays ahead in front of us. At the end of the day, we're going to experience what we put out there. So thank you everybody so much for subscribing, for sharing, for liking, and for commenting each and every week. I would love to thank all my Patreon supporters as well. If you haven't joined my Patreon, where you get your star signs each week and a weekly self-script and interaction in our private Facebook group, you can do that. All the links are on my website. I'll pop the link down below in the description. Thank you to everyone who purchases me a coffee. Just to say thank you for this each Wednesday. I really honestly do appreciate it. May it come back to you threefold. I know it will. Tenfold. I know that it will. So thank you all so much. You don't go unnoticed. I like privacy and stuff. I don't like to air everybody's. A lot of people just give because they want to, not because they want a public acknowledgement for it. So you know who you are. Thank you all so much. I also would love to let everybody know who hasn't seen my Facebook page or anything that I am launching a 5-day program. It begins on July the 4th. It's called Empower Your Sensitive Self. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a 5-day program to help educate and empower and bring awareness and support those who, like me, are natural born empaths or very sensitive. It's going to be a wonderful week of being around like-minded people and being able to gain some spirit-led knowledge when it comes to how to manage emotions and manage energies that are around you. You know, these things that you can't see, you know it's happening, you can feel it, but you don't know what it is technically. So it's $47 for the 5-day program. You do get access to a private Facebook group. It's totally private. No one will know that you're in there. No one will see that you're in there. You will get 5 videos. I'll pre-record videos. You'll get them each day of the week from Monday to Friday. On the Friday night, we'll do a live, so I get to catch up with you in person and answer any questions that you may have, clarify anything. You know, just talk about the week that was. If you had any aha moments, we'll really connect then. And you'll also get a printout, a guide, a printable guide that you can actually print out and keep, so you can go back and reflect on it later on. So if that's something that interests you, check out, you can purchase it via my website, misspsychicd.com.au. If not, hit me up, send me a message, and I'll tell you more about it there. But the purpose for today is to give us our mass conscious guidance. I'm really looking forward to this. I love doing these readings first thing in the morning because it just helps me elevate my day even, gets me a little bit more productive. So I hope that you take what you need from this. If you don't get what you need, leave it alone. It's obviously not meant for you. Go back and watch the older videos if you like, because there may be something in there for you. Everyone's on their own energetic timeline. So obviously when I jump on here, I believe like attracts like. So I believe most of the people that are watching this are putting an energetic imprint in this. We all typically may be going through the same thing or experiencing the same thing, but just in a different costume. So might be a different life experience. So yeah, make sure that you do that. And I always work from this moment forth. I'm just a firm believer that there's no point going back. There's no point going back and mopping up mess and doing all that sort of stuff. What's the point? What's the point in picking up your precious energy and putting it back into trauma and having that reactivated all the time? I just don't work that way. So I am here to help you move forward. Always, always, always. All right. So without further ado, Spirit, can you use all my senses safely, securely, and for protection to offer the Mass Conscious Collective, myself included, something we need to know from this moment forth? Can you tell us something possibly that's coming up, something we can expect? Any guidance that we can take on, so we can shift our energies and become more deliberate creators. What's coming up, Spirit? What do you want us to know? I feel like when I'm tapping into the mass conscious collective energies, I want to say the word hesitant. I feel like there's a lot of energies out there that are maybe feeling the pull or have the desire or want to move forward, want to start something, want to create a change generally, and they're hesitating. There's a hesitation in it. And I also feel a sneeze coming on. Oh. Because I'm even hesitating turning the cards. I feel like, I don't know whether people are putting their foot on the brake. They want their foot on the accelerator, but they're actually putting the foot on the brake. So if that's you, yeah. Perfect. We got prosperity lies ahead. I knew this was coming up because they kept dropping coins in front of my face as well. So if you are looking for a little bit of a rebirth in your financial sector, I think that's highly possible right now. They just told me turning dreams into reality. So if you are wanting to turn a hobby into a business or launch a business or apply for a new job or anything of that nature, I think there's going to be some prosperity that lies ahead with that. Obviously, once again, you are the creator of your own reality. So if you don't think big, think prosperous, think rich, think wealthy, know that you deserve it, willing to put in the daily action steps to make that happen for yourself, then this may lead you astray. But Spirit have given us a heads up that prosperity is lying ahead. So if you are currently concerned or worried about your financial status, anything of that nature, please know that with the right tools and the right mindset, that this prosperity is definitely coming in for you. If you have been working on it, like me, I've been getting up every day since we've moved here for 3 weeks, every single day. I work on my money mindset in the morning. Keep going because it's definitely going to work for you. So, yeah. So we did get, what do you need to release? So this sort of backs up the past few weeks. I think a lot of us still in this energy. We are hesitating releasing those things that no longer add value to our lives. This can be old thoughts, old habits, behaviors, addictions, all that sort of stuff. It can be physical people. It can be physical things in your home. So if you've got a bit of clutter and that around your home, it's time to release that, because anything that contains energy, it can be, like I say, people or physical material possessions or anything like that. It needs to go. It doesn't mean you have to turf it all out, but maybe you just need a bit of a smudge, a bit of a cleanse, just to shift that energy, so to speak, because a lot of people avoid doing new things or chasing their dreams or whatever because they've got a massive to-do list, and that to-do list is actually something that's causing resistance in them moving forward. So if that's you, it could be part of that hesitation. If you're hesitating because you've got this list of things that you need to do and you can't do the thing that will give you pleasure because you've got this other to-do list, I would probably focus on doing the pleasurable thing, and that will the to-do list may even just sort itself out. Even if you do the pleasure thing first, that to-do list won't feel like it's such a drag to do, like paying bills or cleaning the house or washing your car, anything that feels like a drag to you that's on that to-do list, these things that we can't avoid as part of life. So it is time to focus on releasing what no longer serves you well. And then it's time to take action. I said this in my live. If you haven't seen it so far, join my Facebook page. I said this in my live last night. A lot of us who have been planning, who have been preparing, even though there's no action at the station right now, there's no motion, it doesn't feel like there's anything moving, it's going to. We are about to jump into action, and what you want to take action on is creating the life you desire, is manifesting all those things that you're putting out there. Now's a really, really good time to sit down and place your order with the universe. Grab a piece of paper, write down all the things that you want. Jump on the computer, print out some pictures, cut some out of magazines. Do something, create a vision board for yourself. Start putting out a positive trajectory. You know what I mean? Instead of staying in this resistant energy of hesitation, You know, a lot of people don't do this because they think they're going to do it wrong or they don't know how. There is no right or wrong way to do it. It's only the best feeling way that is the way to do it. So when you wake up each day from this moment forth, I'd really encourage you just to do what feels best for you. You might not be totally, oh, so excited about it, and oh yeah, let's go get it. But those small steps, those small action steps, which are led through your inspiration rather than your desperation or your have-tos, that's going to make a huge, huge difference right now. Because if we do this now and we start taking these inspired action steps, I guarantee you that prosperity, your version of prosperity, is going to lay ahead for you. So we got a personal issue reaches resolution. Like I say, Spirit and the universe are helping us clean this up. But we've, as individuals who have our free will on this plane, on this earthly plane, we've got to be very mindful of what we focus on, what we invest our time and energy into, what we're giving airtime to. All that, at the end of the day, is what impacts the direction and the choices and the motivation that we have to move forward. But Spirit is saying, you know, a personal issue is going to reach a resolution. So you want to be, and for lack of better human words, you want to be in control of that. You know what I mean? Sometimes things happen in life and you can't avoid them, especially when it's got to do with other people around you and they're creating in their own reality. But because you are you and you have your free will and you hopefully you do have your faith and stuff, it's time for you to take back that control of your life. I'm trying not to say the word control, but you know what I mean. It's time to say me first, everything else second. Because at the end of the day, if you do you first, everything that is around you is a byproduct of how you're putting yourself out there, the changes that you're making, the energy shifts that you're creating for yourself. So it's going to come anyway. So the question you should ask yourself right now, is it going to be more of the same? Am I going to start manifesting, attracting all that I fear and worry about and what I'm concerned about, and keep being resistant and hesitant? Or am I going to wake up and go, what's one good thing that I can do today that's going to make me feel better? Because if you do that and you allow that to gain some traction, and then that traction will gain into a bit of momentum, prosperity is what lies ahead for you. I've been saying for donkeys now that the second half of 2022 for all deliberate creators is going to be a corker. And that's something that I really hold on to in my faith system, because I believe what Spirit tell me. I believe how Spirit guide me each and every day. Do I feel like doing it sometimes? No, because it's easy to fall back into old habits. It's easy to fall back into old addictions and all that sort of stuff. But now's not the time to do that. Now's the time to start taking that first step forward and have faith and trust the synchronicities that you're getting to get that going. So, and I have been saying the end of August, September is going to be very significant. So if you've created a plan, you've placed your order with the universe, you've got your vision board up there, you're doing daily non-negotiables, daily practices to help get you there. That can just be journaling, meditation, going for a walk out in nature, being a little bit more social, raising your vibrations in any way. It's coming in for you. So yeah. All right. So let's get into some wisdoms. Let's have a little bit of my coffee. I know it feels like you're probably in a fork in a road, and you know, sometimes the first step is always the hardest, but I'm telling you now, if you do it and you promise yourself and keep that promise and keep your faith with yourself, it's going to pay off. Can't be any other way. Yes, indeed it is. Look at that. So we do have the chaos and conflict energy. Obviously, when there is change in your life, it's going to create chaos and conflict. So if you are currently in or experiencing this chaos and conflict, you've got to get selfish, you've got to take yourself out, withdraw yourself from any worldly concerns or anything that's happening to you as an individual that does not really include you, doesn't involve you. So be very, very mindful once again of where you're placing your focus and what you're involving yourself with. I think that's the biggest thing, and that's something that this 5-day program is hopefully going to help people with, is how precious and how worthy your energy is. And when you honor it, how much you can attract into your experience that's actually going to, you know, set your soul on fire. So if you are in this chaos and conflict energy right now, I feel like it's dissipating because they want me to go like that, and I just feel like it's falling away. It may not feel like that when you're in the chaos of it, but at the end of the day, if you make the choice to separate yourself from that kind of energy, it's going to pay off for you. 30, they just said look at the number, so it's number 33, so it is a master number. So a lot of you are mastering a craft, something that you're really good at, mastering your emotions. You may be stepping into more emotionally intelligent times. You may be mastering your intuitive self as well. I don't know. I just feel like if I'm you and I'm doing it myself, I'm mastering self-love and self-care at the moment. So if those who have subscribed on my website will have received the newsletter yesterday, that I'm mastering the craft of actually putting self-care first, because I was never taught that growing up. I was never taught, skincare regimes and how to look after your physical vessel, so to speak. And it's not to blame my folks or anybody of that nature. Different signs, different times, I think. But when you feel a certain pull and you realize that you're not really knowledgeable about it, get that knowledge. Get that knowledge. You do that and things are going to get really busy with the chopboard. Like I say, let's pull up these. Spirit, chopboard means get busy. Put your feet on the ground. Let's start moving forward, so to speak. They want to put that with the it's time to take action card. So like I say, we are going to get busy. It is going to come into a time where we are going to get really busy, but are you going to be continuously being busy and chaos and conflict and mopping up mess and experiencing dead shits in your life and, having no money and lack of self-worth and dead-end jobs and all that sort of stuff? Is that what you're manifesting? Is that what's on your vision board? I don't think so. I don't think so. If you're watching this, I don't think so. But that's the choice. I can get on here every day and inspire you and to motivate you to do something, but it's up to you to do it. Those who are putting in the action steps, who are becoming more deliberate creators, who are exploring new avenues, who are going to sit in and do my 5-day program so they can understand what energy is and how you can use it and cut ties with anything negative from the past, all that sort of stuff. We're going to get really busy and it's going to become very prosperous. So hang in there, you guys. You'll know if it's you. What I love about it is that, some of you may need to get out into the community a little bit more. Some of you may need to not hide away from the world and step out and start interacting with like-minded people. This can be online. Get in online groups. Do anything where you're interacting with people. This can be in the community if you do like going out physically, out and doing stuff. There's something significant with getting out amongst the community and being around like-minded people during this time. At the end of the day, it's just so I think Spirit are just trying to, I feel like they're opening up my crown chakra and they're just putting in support and knowledge and wisdom right now. Inspiration, they just said, sorry, inspiration. So it's like they're trying to give you that source of inspiration, but it's up to you to take it and to drink it and to start taking some inspired action to do it. What I love too is that we've got the Cocreate card. So people, if you are open and willing and have the faith and putting in the energy work, there are new opportunities, new options. I'm actually seeing physical people that are going to come into your life and you're going to positively co-create with them. So if you're looking for love, if that's high on your list, love yourself first and foremost, design your partner, do up a little ditty on your vision board. What do they look like? What do they smell like? How do they make you feel? Even if you don't have a visual of the desire that you have, tap into the feeling space, because at the end of the day, it is how you feel is how you're going to attract. So, you might say, I love how my loving partner makes me feel safe. I feel secure. They're so trustworthy. I know I can be vulnerable with them and they won't judge me. I love waking up next to them. I love feeling their warmth from their body. I love how, every Sunday we're sitting down having bacon and eggs for breakfast together. You go into the fantasy, go into visualization. That's what it's about right now. If it's a job, you may co-create with a business partner. So you both may come on the same page. I'm personally working with a wonderful friend, Dallas, from Dow's Lane. If you, excuse me, if you haven't checked her YouTube videos out yet, please go and do it. She's a beautiful, natural, born intuitive as well. Really loves, she's so nurturing, she's so counseling. I just absolutely adore her. So her and I are setting out on an adventure. So we're co-creating. I also co-create with Ben from Inspired Action. So if you haven't seen Inspired Action, him and I jump over on the Inspired Action YouTube channel every Monday to talk about any sort of topics at hand, or Ben's got lots of guests that are coming up in that as well. So that may be part of the community that you would like to be part of. Come and join us. Come and join us on all our platforms. We don't care if you're laughing at us or if you're laughing with us, or you're crying with us or crying at us. We don't care. Just be part of a community of like-minded people who are putting their hand up saying, you know what, YOLO and all that. We're here for a good time, a long time, and I want my legacy to be this. What's your legacy going to be? How about we sit down and define that from this moment forth? So if you are looking to co-create, get better friendships even. Co-creation is just having a soulmate bond with somebody and running with that. So a lot of chalk and cheese in this, I think, because I feel like I've got an intelligent person who's really smart in one way, but then I've got an emotionally intelligent person, and they're going to come together. So if you do meet someone and you think, well, they're not kind of as emotionally intelligent as I, or something of that nature, be open to it, because I do feel like opposites are going to attract during this time. So that's kind of exciting. All right, let's get into some tarot and see what sort of future stuff may come out. And a lot of you, if you are stepping up as a teacher, as a mentor, as a coach, as a leader, to a certain degree, your clients are going to start coming in, Spirit is saying, your community, your tribe, you know, people who are more aligned with you. So that's good too. If you've been chipping away at building a community in some way. Oh, two just literally fell out. Yeah, look, here's the death card. So we are coming out of an old cycle. Are you ready for it? Are you prepared for it? The second half of 2022 can be a corker for everybody. Oh, I wish I could change that saying, but I can't. It's just going to be a corker. A lot of people stepping up into their power. They're following their intuition. They're learning more about it. They're applying themselves. They're taking inspired action. If it's not you, please learn the ways to do it. I feel like we're going to start feeling so much more emotionally better and better and better. And things are going to calm down. Spirit is saying, we're soothing you. We're soothing you. Please just take 10 minutes out. Do a guided meditation. Jump down the beach. Play with your kids. Just do something that's going to release this hesitance, release the resistance, and allow us to start energetically topping you up, so to speak. The end is coming anyway, whether you like it or not. It's coming. That doesn't mean you're always going to croak it, but if that's your next best logical step, then, you know, that's not a bad thing either. Death is not a bad thing. But at the end of the day, we are all still living, and we want you to live the best possible life that you can in the best possible version of yourself that we can. Here comes the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight, slow, may not be ready to come out of the gate just yet, but I'm getting there. I'm working my way there. I'm building confidence. I'm building my self-esteem. I'm assuring myself. I'm doing that work. Once you get there, and I feel like it's really close, this is where these co-creative partners in the community will come in for you. Those who will support you or actually need what you have to give. So if you are being of service, like I say, your clients, your customers, anything of that nature, this is the start of this. The Pentacles represents money and abundance to me, and the prosperity. So if you are wanting increase in your financial sectors, it's coming in. So really, really work on your money mindset, guys. Honestly, write down your money scripts. Write down every day, I'm abundant, I'm financially free. Financial freedom can come easily to me. What I purchase comes back to me threefold. You know, I have the most amazing clients coming in that they pay with effort and ease. My bank account is overflowing, all those sort of things. Because what most people are doing is they're looking at the petrol prices, and they're looking at, the mortgage rises, and they're looking at all that sort of stuff, and they're getting really overwhelmed with that. That is so 3D. That is so anti-law of attraction. That is really not going to serve you well. And that's only going to help. That's only going to manifest you the same sort of lack in this life. It could even be love. All women are bitches, all men are dickheads, and I can't find anyone. No one's supportive. I get judged, I get ridiculed. They're all abusers. I don't know, whatever your story is. If you've got that going on in your vibration, then the second half of 2022, here's more of that. So if that's not enough to scare you into change, I don't know what it is. But like I say, it is up to you at the end of the day. But this abundant prosperity, this, I may be saying money because they are showing me coins, and I'm seeing the coins and a little Chinese sort of guide at the moment, bringing this in. So I feel like it's coming in, but it can be love. It can be love, because some people don't want a lot of financial wealth or, you know, material possessions and all that sort of stuff. They just want to be loved, and they want to have love, and they want unity in their family and stuff like that. So that can actually be prosperous and abundant to them. So take it as you wish. But for those who are chasing the mullah, very good times. Sorry, I just had all these just flip over. As you can see, I'm going to take these. So I feel like I'm choking on my words. Okay, now we've got the star. So the star is opportunity to me. It's your Pandora's box. It's what you're putting out there to the universe. I'm not going to go back over it. You watch this video about 300 times if you have to. It's time to start asking the universe for what you want. It's time to place your order, stamp it as done, know that the universe is going to help you align up with it. But the way that you do that is to get into the mindset of it and the feeling space of it. That's your only job. Spirit will bring it in divine orchestration, divine intervention, and in divine timing. So it's definitely coming in, but we have to be honest, transparent, vulnerable. We sort of got to get over that speed hump. We've got to stop being hesitant, stop getting our flow going and then putting the brake on. That's something that we need to pay attention to. And I know I'm saying stop and it sounds really, do it now. But that's just my way of doing it. I suppose it's kind of like what I'm like. But yeah, the star represents new days, new opportunities. Honestly, they're showing me a star of lights at the moment, so things can light up for everybody. Let's put that in the sunlight for a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, and then we got the Four of Swords. So this is part of that change in the wind and the chaos and conflict and all that. It's time to lay down your burdens. It's time to release the guilt. Maybe it's even time to find forgiveness. That's something I'm going to cover in my 5-day program, how to forgive yourself first and foremost, and how to forgive others. You know, half the time no one knows the reason why they're doing half the things they're doing. So forgiveness is key, but it's about releasing anything that you have no control or power over, and taking some time out to ground yourself, meditate, just center yourself really, honor yourself, just give yourself a day off during the week so you can just focus on yourself or whatever, and start laying out a new path for yourself. What does your new path look like? Place your order with the universe. Pray. Get your God boxes out. Create a God box. Say, you can release your problems in there too. That's cool. They'll transmute those. They know what we're like. You know, they know that we experience an earthly experience and it's full of contrast and all that. Sometimes we just get stuck in the contrast, and that's where the hesitance and the resistance comes in. Release it, purge it, write down how you're feeling or what you want or wherever you're at. Pop it in your God box and say, Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. So that's what this energy is about. Please, if I can implore you to do that, that would be amazing. And yeah, so I've got two ends of the spectrum. I've got one group of energies. Like I say, if you're focused on the lack, you're going to constantly be begging. You're going to constantly be waiting for the world to change, for your experiences to change. You're constantly going to be scraping from the bottom of the barrel, all that sort of stuff. I'm not judging you. There's no judgment or whatever. We just don't think it needs to be that way. But once again, if you are manifesting that, then that's how it's going to be. But I feel like those who are manifesting an abundant and wealthy and financially free lifestyle for themselves, you are going to get it. The only warning, the only heads up about this is the fact that when you start raising your vibration, and you are feeling better, you are going to have some energy vampires that come in. You are going to have people that aren't willing to do the work, aren't willing to put in the time, energy, and focus into creating the life they desire, and they're going to want to take from you. So if you are someone who is progressing and you are ascending and starting to manifest all that you desire, I'm not saying don't help anybody, but please use your discernment, because 9 times out of 10, when you spend that time and fill your own cup up, those who aren't quite there yet, they're going to want to take from you. So just be very, very mindful of that. So yeah, be very mindful of that. But those who are, like I say, at the tail end of this death experience, this is just the death of the old. It's the releasing of the negativity. It is the putting your foot more so on the accelerator than the brake. You're releasing the resistance. You are going through this natural transition, which is happening right now. We still have a bit of lineal time at the moment, so we can use that wisely. We are going to pop into more co-creative times, more clients, more customers, more just inner joy, more inspiration. That inspiration is going to lead us to be motivated to do bigger, better things. It's coming in. There is prosperity money coming as a result of that. No ifs, no buts. Yeah, look at that. 5 of Wands, this is people who are stepping up into their power. They're no longer the doormats. Everyone's going to be in a different energetic timeline, of course. But this is like, I step in my power. I align with like-minded people. I'm co-creating with like-minded people, and we are supported. We are one. We are united. We are united with spirit first and foremost, and source energy, and we're all going to come together. You know, we don't have to fight against anything anymore. The more you fight against anything, the more you draw more into your experience. You don't want that anymore, do you? No. And look, we have the Emperor. So you are an individual who is stepping up into this boss-like energy, this CEO type energy. You are being the leader. This can be in work. This can be just in your own physical self. You're just taking back that control and going, you know what? You serve me, you don't. You're the boss of your life, so to speak. Or some of you may have an energy that comes into your life who represents these qualities. So don't, like I say, chalk and cheese. The one more thing that I will say about this is please don't compare yourself to anyone. Just because someone has more knowledge, someone's more experienced, someone has more money, so be inspired by them. Be inspired by them. Don't think that they've got it all and I can't have anything because they got it all. Or don't be jealous. Jealousy, nah. Time to forgive all that. Time to forgive yourself for all the past choices that you've made or what you continue to make. Forgive yourself for that. Say, I am open to learning a new way of doing things. I'm willing to let down the guard. I want this love. I want this prosperity. I want this joy. I want to be of positive service. I want to get paid to play. You know, whatever your story is, please, 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 because it's coming in. It's coming in. Prosperity is definitely lying ahead, and you will co-create with the love of your life, or you will co-create in the business realm. You may just come back into yourself and really develop and get strength in your own physical self, in your self-worth and your physical vessel. That's what I'm doing at the moment myself. So it's happening. It's happening. It's going to be on like Donkey Kong, I'm telling you. So I'm really excited. Like I say, every day I put some tarot guidance on my Facebook page. Go check that out. Join my Patreon if you want to stay up to date with your star signs and your sun, moon, rising. And if you want to cross watch, you can do that too. Join my program if you like. There's so much out there at the moment that there is no real excuse that you can give me or spirit why you can't invest in yourself. YouTube it. If you have no cash, that's cool. Google money mindset meditations, money mindset affirmations. Start journaling. It costs you nothing. It costs you nothing except for your time. Whoa, we just had all those fly out. So yeah, so Spirit is saying, if you don't know how to do anything, consult an expert. Ask, reach out, do something about it. But I feel like this has also got to do with people learning new things. So you may be going, if you're perfecting your craft, like I said, you may have to consult an expert. Honestly, they just pull me back to the prosperity and the money. Some of you may actually have to get a wealth manager to manage your money for you because you'll have so much money in abundance coming in. You want to use it wisely. You want to be able to put it where it's meant to be. That may even create more. I don't know. But they're pointing that to that in relation to this this energy, this reading. So, and we do have healing heart. So go easy on yourself. We are still in a healing sort of phase. I would like to say, instead of saying healing, because healing sometimes invokes a feeling in people that you are broken, or there's always something wrong, or there's something to clean up, or whatever. Let's say we're in the process of releasing and replacing. And once again, if you jump over to Facebook, Dallas and I are starting our own little adventure, so to speak, where we are doing that process. We are releasing the old and replacing it with the new, and we're going to be documenting it. because we are real life people too. We may jump on and do our thing and all that, but we still have real lives. We're still influenced by external sources. We still have our own inner demons that we try to look at and face each and every day, our habits, our behaviors and all that sort of stuff. But, Dallas and I are just choosing to take the more fun approach. You know what I mean? It doesn't always have to be so serious. So if you are healing your heart right now, I love you. Great work. Great work. And if you're not and you need to, please go consult an expert. Why? Because we have waves of prosperity coming in. Could you read about it? Waves of prosperity are coming in. Prosperity lies ahead. So if I can't drum that home any harder, I don't know what else to do. I really don't know what else to do. If you are feeling stuck and you just have a general question about this, please pop it down below and I'll try to answer you. Obviously, one method isn't going to suit all. Everybody needs something different. If you want to book in for a reading, I can help shift your energy from where you are to where you want to be, give you some little action steps. You may want to join my 5-day program just to help you understand what energy is. I'm including the law of attraction in that, clearing, grounding, forgiveness, how to cut energetic ties and release negative and fearful behaviors and all that sort of stuff. I'm going to help people understand what suicide even is. All that sort of stuff. There's so much action in that. Please just check out my website. All the details are on there down below. But it's only $47 for the 5 days. So, if you want to invest in yourself, you can do that too. So I'm going to leave it there because I am feeling very abundant right now. I'm feeling very prosperous myself. I feel like I need to take a very inspired action in my own life. Wonder what that's going to be when I jump off here. Anyway, I'll get this uploaded and please take all this into consideration because I'd love for you to be part of this wealth and part of this prosperity and so you can start creating a joyful experience for both yourself first and foremost and with others. So have a wonderful, wonderful week ahead. Who knows if I'll pop up by the end of the week. It depends on my timing. But I really enjoyed doing the star signs last week, so I might do that as well. So from my heart to yours and from my family to yours and from spirit to you, please, 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 let's start manifesting. All right, guys, I love you so much. Have a great week. Bye.